All right, let's get started. Here we go for the podcast and one. Here we go. Do it.
The following is a presentation of Stewed Productions.
Hello, one and all. Thursday is here. Noon is here. That means it's time for Liquid Lunch, your favorite live midday craft beer centered show located here in the great state of Texas. My name is Josh. To my right, your screen left, Jules is here.
Yay!
Jules is here. We don't have a.
Hold on.
I know, I need
There
a
we
theme
go.
song.
Yeah.
Say,
Just Jules.
Oh, that was, yeah. You just need a little.
say hi.
Hi.
Hi, everybody. And to my left, your screen right, as always, is, unless it's Halloween and he's moving, Kennedy's here.
Hey, move that.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Hey,
I already
how's
set
it going?
up.
I'm Kennedy.
Yep. All right. It's fine. It's fine. Welcome to Liquid
center
Lunch,
that
one and all.
shot.
Hey, huh?
I'm trying to get her to center that
It's
shot.
fine.
You want it centered?
No, it
Don't-
needs to be
not-
centered.
Don't do it on air.
All right, now tilt up a little.
Oh, gosh. Why are we doing
Up,
this
up,
on?
up.
Well, it's opposite.
Never mind.
Tilt the actual
Hey.
camera.
Oh.
Where the
Never-
top,
never
this
mind.
part. Tilt the actual the
Never
top
mind.
a little bit. It's probably stuff we should have taken.
You just gave me a haircut.
Yeah. See, okay, the top, this little top part.
Yeah.
This?
Tilt it. There we go.
Now split
Yeah.
the difference.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, hold on.
There. Perfect.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Now this camera's on
Now,
that shot.
hold on.
There.
Hold on.
There.
That's-
What's it?
Now you don't want that camera in the shot.
Perfect. There
Yeah,
we
that
go.
was perfect.
Yeah.
We're nice and centered now.
Okay.
Are we? Well, I feel that way, as you should be as well. We're all centered, ready for this show. You know what would get me more centered? I had my coffee, so that
You
puts
got
me
a
up
poop?
and racing. No, well, I will in a little while.
okay.
But what gets me centered after my coffee
Yeah.
is a good beer, which we will talk about all today
Yeah.
on the show, because this is a beer show.
Yes.
And many things going on around the beer world
Uh-huh.
here in Texas and beyond.
Oh, go on.
And to really talk about those, sometimes when you talk too much, your throat gets parched,
Does it?
and it gets all dry, and
Yeah.
it's very difficult to speak about things, and so you have to have a little something in your glass to help you along. So you look at your watch, and you're like, "What time is it?" And you say,
It's time for your favorite segment and mine here on Liquid Lunch. This is
What you drinking?
and that worked pretty well that time, other than this back time when the video froze. But whatever.
I know. I'm trying to do other things.
Yeah, it's fine. I get you. What do we have on the table today, there, Christopher? We brought.
Funny you should ask.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Ah.
we have. Oh, Julie, you're gonna have to do that. You got to do the honors.
Yeah, you model it.
Okay.
You ready?
Which camera? This one?
No, the one in front
Right
of you.
here. Right here.
Yeah. Okay. Boom.
All right. So, wow, this is cool.
Boom. This is. I get to speak on this one.
Yeah.
I can't pronounce it though.
Starts with a V.
Bier.
Yeah.
Bier. Bier.
Yeah.
This one was given to me by Thomas Lemke at Klaus Brewing, the great, mighty Klaus Brewing,
He's-
brewer of delicious traditional
Yeah.
ales and more. But they're German style lagers and some ales, but mostly lagers. But they have Weissens and ale and the Altzen ale. But anyway, but the lagers.
Yep, Kolsch's too.
I guess that's it's hybrid style, but technically an ale. So anyway, German style beers. Anyway, this is not a German style beer. This is a Belgian quad, and this was brewed back in 2018. If y'all remember all the way back to 2018,
Not so much.
what was going on in 2018?
I don't remember yesterday.
Yeah.
But anyway, this is a celebratory type beer, and I figured Jules is here, so let's celebrate.
Yay!
Right,
Let's
so-
celebrate.
Yes, and I've been waiting to try this one, but
Sit
I'm
down, Miss Kennedy.
yeah, just set that one down. You can. It's one of those things. So I've got a bunch of beers I've been saving, especially like a bunch of Pumpkinators and things like that. And I've gotten to the point where it's like I don't know what I'm going to do with all of these. And it's like I was saving them just for the sake of saving them.
Yeah.
I was like, let's do a 10-year vertical with Pumpkinator. But then I realized I would have to have 20 people around because that's a daunting task to be able to drink that much Pumpkinator and not pass out mid Pumpkinator. And I don't know if I know 20 people that enjoy Pumpkinator as much as I do and like to be around them. those particular people. So anyway, I'm starting to dig into some of the beers I've saved. So beer's meant to be enjoyed with friends, not meant to be hoarded and kept, and and you end up losing stuff after a while. It's interesting to do the experiment on some, but after a few years, no matter the style, they start to go downhill.
We were just talking about that with some of the Cantillons he has.
Yes, at some point, it's meant to be.
drink it.
It's meant to be enjoyed.
Yeah.
So, you know what? It's time to practice what I preach and preach what's correct. And so we'll dig into some beers.
Woo.
What else we got on the table? Do we want to talk about it now, or let's talk about now, so then we can start pouring them. What else do we have? Something from our friends at
Dum,
at the Lone Pint Brewery. Lone Pint Brewery in Magnolia, one of my favorites.
One of mine.
A couple episodes back there on Interbrews. You can hear all about some of the latest and greatest going on at Lone Pint. Lone Pint representative Jules
Yes.
with the patch to prove it and everything. Did they just give you the patch or the whole hoodie?
No, the whole it's a brew shirt.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Okay.
It's very cool.
Very nice.
Yeah, they're really cool there.
Yes, the Jabberwocky Imperial IPA, a delicious hop forward, warm yourself on a day
Oh,
like today.
yeah,
It's a rainy, cold day, so perfect for these bigger beers today.
Is it? It's cold November rain, actually.
Yes. Did you ever hear the bit that John Mulaney did about November rain? How you're not sure how long November rain is? Like, it sounds like just when you think, okay, that was a pretty good song, then it goes into the next part. It's like, oh, this same song, and it keeps going on forever. And you could hear November Rain like 3 times in a row before you realize somebody actually replayed November Rain. Yeah, and then, but not like he contrasted that to "It's Not Unusual" by what's the guy's name with the curly hair?
Not unusual. Tom Jones.
Tom Jones,
Tom
yes.
Jones.
And the story in the Chicago diner when he was a kid, and they played that thing like 10 times in a row, and there's a guy that just started screaming because they kept playing it. Anyway, so that's a good bit to seek out. You can find it on wherever. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, November Rain. Yeah. Hey, y'all saw Guns N' Roses at ACL, right?
We did.
How
Yeah.
were they? Did they play November Rain?
No, I don't think they did. Yeah, they did, didn't
Did
they?
they bring out the big
think we did.
piano?
I don't think we. No.
We didn't catch that one.
No, not November rain.
He was a little winded. No, Axel, not Kennedy.
Well, we know Kennedy was. He forgot his handicap parking sticker.
There was a lot of walking that day.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was a little
Didn't
winded.
get to park up front. No, so they didn't do November Rain. It's a long song, and that's
yes.
a festival setting too, right?
Exactly. So
No,
you
they-
want more of the upbeat.
I've seen them before. They do November rain. I mean, they play for literally 2.5 hours.
yeah.
But
So they
did they do it that day too? At
we
ACL?
we left early.
That's
We left.
the oldest thing you could have said. You could have said, "I've got to go see my proctologist and get more tennis balls for my walker," and you saying you left early from a Guns N' Roses concert.
my
is
dogs
still-
my dogs were barking.
It was a long day.
That's what I'm just saying.
It
You
was-
saying that you left early.
Yeah, you're not supposed to tell
Single
people that,
oldest
though,
thing you
Kennedy.
could have ever
Yeah,
said.
you
Not
don't
really.
say that.
No, I mean there was like 100,000
And it was
people
really
there.
loud. So
It was 100. There's 100,000 people there. All right, the temperatures were up until like surface of the sun.
Yeah. It was 3:30. Time for dinner at Luby's.
we couldn't hear ourselves talk.
Yeah.
You know, so
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean,
that
you know.
wasn't it. That was
Oh, yeah. Anyway. That was the part. he
Surface
liked
of the sun hot. You're still wearing your sweater.
Well, at that point it had gotten
'Cause
dark.
it was a breeze.
It was
Yeah.
it was dark.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So, you know, yeah.
I mean,
The night air comes in and
Yeah.
Yeah.
starts
I
to chill
saw
you.
like a
Yeah.
good hour and a half of them.
Have you
Yeah,
ever
it
seen
was
them
a long time.
before?
Yes,
I hadn't.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
have not.
I've never seen back in their heyday.
And probably won't now, I guess.
Yeah.
You
no,
get tickets to that? Color me impressed.
that would
Color
be
me
pretty
impressed.
awesome.
Okay, y'all were ACL. So
Yeah.
I was going to talk about Austin, but let's do the Austin one so we can
There you go.
pour that one
Segue.
up. Yeah. But we'll start with from our friends at Austin Beer Works, Peacemaker.
Oh, hold on.
Pull up Jules
hold on,
Cam.
I'm getting there.
And Jules
I'm
Cam.
getting there.
Jules Cam. Take Jules Cam and go Jules Cam. Jules Cam full.
Yeah.
Peacemaker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I could only have one beer for the entire rest of my life,
Wow.
it would probably be
Why don't you go?
Peacemaker.
Well, can you give it a little more camera time? instead of cutting back?
Exactly.
That's saying a lot.
Wow, that is saying a lot.
Yeah.
I love that beer.
Wow.
There you go. Well,
And we can't. And probably one of the
That's
reasons why I
impressive.
love it so much is because we can't get it in Houston.
You always want what you can't have.
it's true.
Yeah.
It's true. So,
And if I had it around me all the time, I might change my mind. But
no, ringing endorsement there.
yeah,
That's a good question.
Michael and
though.
everybody up there, the Austin Beer Works.
Mm-hmm.
Name drop. Anyway, I love Austin Beer Works too.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't get up to Austin. That's one of there's a bunch of really great breweries in Austin. We need an Austin Beer Works sign here in the studio. Somebody pass that along.
Do
Maybe we can talk to somebody.
You know what I was gonna do
What?
when we were at the Austin Beer Works?
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to buy their 90. They sell the 99 can box.
Just the box?
Just the box at Austin Beer Works.
Yeah.
And I really wanted to get it,
Mm-hmm.
but it's 6 feet long.
It wouldn't fit in
You're
the
gonna have to
car.
borrow somebody's truck.
Yeah, it wouldn't fit. I thought it'd be really cool to have a 99.
They
The
did have
99 box here.
I think it
the-
would have
in
fit
the-
in my car
in the
if it would have gone all
studio.
the. We could have put the back down and it would have gone right in between. But
just have y'all both ride in the
It's-
same side, one in the back seat, one
Yeah.
on the way home.
yeah.
Well, it's it's
I could fit it in the minivan.
not folded out,
Right.
but yeah, like $10. They're not. It's not. It's a cool decoration, but
That's true. They also have a really big tin tacker sign, like big.
See, that would've
Like
been cool.
it'd be right there behind you, actually, Jules.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll move
Yeah.
the banner.
Yeah.
We love the banner, but there's lots of logos around. We would move the banner somewhere else, and I've already thought this through. Anyway, that's enough. That's fantasy. We probably need a coat of paint in here or something.
I can help you decorate.
Yeah, we need help. We need help. Probably need a good cleaning too.
I don't know why you think we need a good cleaning.
It's there was half a dog's worth of hair right inside the door this morning that I had to scoop up. They shed. What are you gonna do? Anyway, dog
Jeffrey,
friendly.
are you asking where can you get a 99 pack, or where is it?
Start doing those
Where is
crunches,
it?
bro.
Yeah,
Aim low. Start with a 4-pack, then go to 6.
yeah. I don't know that they didn't we talk to somebody one time and he said they only sold like maybe 10 of those things.
Yeah, because he said they were a pain in the butt to get to where they needed to go.
Yeah.
Well, this is-
Yeah. Oh yeah, because they were longer than the space in their truck or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, Caleb Wilson. Caleb Wilson's watching. Everybody knows and loves Caleb. Caleb, Backfish Brewing brewer extraordinaire, and on the latest episode of Interbrews that's been published. See, that's a tease because there's another episode soon to be out. I'm going to put it out on Monday. I sat down with Mary at Thistle Coffee Shop.
Nice.
Not just Thistle Draft Shop, Thistle Coffee Shop. We went beans deep on Coffee Talk, and Jake was there as well. So, hot
Hot coffee.
coffee talk. It was great, actually. It was, it's kind of like this show right now. I haven't had any beer, so I'm super focused, and my mouth moves a little faster than my brain can keep up. So we should
Hold on.
probably.
So I
we
know
need some
I know
beer.
which one we need to start with.
Oh, we're gonna start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
So
we need-
the last
We,
one.
we haven't showed it.
Yeah,
shown
let's
it
let's
yet.
show it. They don't really need to see the bottle, but you can hold it
do.
up anyway, Jules, just to
Yeah.
show it. We're pretty sure
Mystery
what this
beer.
is. Tell us what you think it is.
Well, I think this is the Mexican lager.
Okay.
All right. So if you guys are just tuning in, didn't see us last week, I thought I brought my Mexican lager last week,
Yes, but
I actually brought a porter. Not exactly a Mexican lager.
yes, no.
So yeah. So I'm excited about this one, and yeah, let's do this.
So which one? Here.
Or
Lager glasses.
you can give me that.
Does she need like a towel or a bowl or something to catch them?
I'm not
Oh, do
doing
you?
it. Oh no, I'm not.
No, not on this one. This is one of my better beers.
Okay.
This one won't explode.
You sure?
So he says.
Which means it's guaranteed to explode.
technically, I'm not sure about anything. So didn't explode.
All right. Hey, everybody. Here's a shout out to anybody and everybody watching. Jeffrey, Caleb. Hey, Tammy. Jules. Hey, Jules. Everybody, here we go. And share the post. There, look at that. Actually, looks like. Actually, full disclosure, I got to try one of these over the weekend. So while I was playing cards with the kids and my wife.
All right.
Family game night.
There.
So,
Put that in front of the camera, please.
We're
It's learning.
Tammy, we're assuming that yes, this is in fact the log. I would, by all accounts, I'm going to say that this is the logger, although it could still be something else.
Look at that color. It's good. It's got good color.
Yes. So I noticed something about this beer that I will share as we get into it. I'm trying to share. I'm going to copy that link. I'm going to share on LinkedIn. I got a lot of followers on LinkedIn. Anybody want to jump over to LinkedIn and follow me? Go for it. Write a post.
Well, I just took a sip, Tammy, so I am about 100% sure. I would say 95% sure this is my Mexican
Just
lager.
95.
Yeah.
Why that? You know what? LinkedIn, you're killing me here.
Oh, it's good.
Huh?
That is good.
It's good.
Okay. I'm going to write a post.
That is good.
Hold on.
Oh, on LinkedIn?
Yeah, hold up that beer. Wow, LinkedIn's
What
camera's
is
not
it,
very good.
Jeffrey? What's a Mexican non-lager? Like a Mexican ale?
Did you say you could put this in the competition too? Oh, sorry. No.
Huh? Y'all talk. No. Oh, the competition?
Yeah, there's a lager.
Just enter it.
A German style.
When is the
lager.
competition?
That's what I'm
This
saying.
isn't a
Lager.
German style lager, though.
That's what I was trying to.
Isn't it?
Oh,
No,
it's
it's
when
not.
the Mexican
It-
German
it's a-
style lager.
It's a German style lager via Mexico. No.
If you enter this, and this is one of the things I noticed.
It uses imported German corn.
No, it doesn't.
Does it?
You don't know
Does
that.
it?
You don't know that.
Jules, what's your handle on LinkedIn? This is super important that I get this LinkedIn.
I know.
I got like 4,000 followers.
I
on
think
LinkedIn.
my name, just Julie Sylvester.
Oh, like
Oops. Now everybody
Julie-
knows who I am.
July.
Oh.
How do you spell?
Julie, like the real way, not the cool Jules way.
Jeffrey's asking for recipe details.
Oh, you got Jules.
Oh, I got Julie Jules.
Julie Jules.
See?
Boom.
Yeah, boom. Covered it all.
All right, there you go. All right, sorry. Join us. Sorry, join us if you want to. You can live stream on LinkedIn. They just haven't let us do it yet. I'm working
cool.
on that because we talk to a lot of professionals, brewery professionals. And,
So he's asking for recipe details.
yeah, go for it.
And to be completely honest, Jeffrey,
Did you forget?
I didn't bring the recipe.
Listen, I'm going to cut you a little slack.
But-
ready for this?
Yeah.
Do you want me to cut you slack now, or go ahead and finish your
No,
explanation?
go ahead and cut it. Cut it. Cut it.
So I normally ridicule you for not having your data in front of you. Which when you get your recipes, where do you get your recipes? Do you have them printed out, or do you have them on a like?
They're printed out. Use Beersmith.
So you have Beersmith and you print them out. Then what do you do when you're done? Just chunk it?
No, they're in a big file.
It's in a pack of
you just
pa-
didn't bring
stack
it.
of
I got a filing system.
You don't have you don't have it online to where you can like Beersmith doesn't allow you to go back and look at recipes you did. And
That one wasn't through our Beersmith account. We have a Beersmith now. but
Yeah,
it-
usually
that
I
one
go-
was through
usually-
Preston's Beersmith.
Ah,
Yeah, so now going forward, like
Yeah.
when I do my stout clone,
yes.
that will be on there.
Stout clone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do a
usually
clone.
when
Well,
I am
Guinness
at
clone.
Oh,
the
nice.
grain,
Sorry.
usually when I'm at the grain cellar,
Wait, do you mean the grain cellar? Humble Creamery Homebrew Store? Is that the one you mean? Your one-stop fermenting shop at 240 First Street West, Humble, Texas 77338? Is that the one you're talking about?
yes, the very same.
Okay.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
So a lot of times Preston will help me out with these recipes.
Yes.
and then he'll print it out and give it to me. So I don't I'll always have them online, but I'm moving over to that system.
Yes.
I
We're trying
can,
to go paperless. in
although
the
I may
house.
not have all the recipe. I know there's corn in it, but what makes a Mexican lager.
Part of it, yes.
Yeah, there's like a pound of corn.
That is why, and this is a thing, I'm going to say why you should not enter this beer into a German lager
well,
competition.
it's German. It's imported German corn.
It doesn't matter. It's not
No,
traditional
it does.
German
It
lager.
does.
I would not.
It does.
Okay, hold on. Who else? What other rogue? Jeffrey? Who else can back me up here?
Matt just jumped on.
Matt, he
So
should
he's
not.
gonna
He
have a
should
go.
not enter a Mexican lager in a German lager competition. Back me up here, and I'll tell you why. Well, first I'm going to cut you some slack.
Well-
When you talk about not having your stuff with you for like your, I mean, you are talking about it on a show, but still, like when I go and do interbrews, I'm always like, I need to take a picture. And yesterday in the show, I was like, Jake, Mary, don't let me forget to take a picture before I leave. Lo and behold,
Forgot.
2 hours later, I'm
Yep.
driving out after I had a delicious new chicken sandwich from the Thistle Draft Shop.
Oh yeah, that
which-
buffalo like one. Or,
With the spicy,
Yeah.
crispy.
Oh, it's so
If
good,
you
isn't
like
it?
Chick-fil-A's crispy chicken
Well, this-
sandwich, The
That is
spicy one?
amazing. Yeah, the
this
spicy one.
This
Oh.
is the next level.
How they got that crispy is just, oh,
It's
man.
perfect.
It's perfect.
It's got the crunch. It doesn't slide off the chicken. The
Right.
chicken is the perfect thickness.
yep.
Sometimes you get like a chicken breast that's too thick.
Yeah,
However
no,
they
it's perfect.
however
And
chef
it's so
pounds it
crunchy.
out. Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
it's
Perfect.
good.
I just
yeah.
want to say
And
thank you.
I think they do like the pickles there in
Oh,
house.
yeah.
Or whatever they're doing. Whatever that it's perfect.
It's perfect. It really is the perfect.
And then I got the truffle fries with it.
oh, yeah, of course.
And then a beer from Skull Mechanics.
Oh, School Mechanics. We were there. We went there when we went to Austin.
Yeah.
Very good. Great brewery, too.
Yes. They're supposed
Very cool.
This is a story I was telling Mary. They're supposed to be on the show, and we were like I was doing all the conversation back and forth, and I think I just forgot to hit send on
Oh, no.
a reply, and so now it's been like 9 months or something,
Oh, no.
So
or maybe
why?
a year.
So
Wait, what?
why I can't tell you the exact recipe?
Yeah.
I can tell you the process that I went through to get this beer.
What? What are we talking about now?
I thought we were still talking about my Mexican lager.
We diverged.
chicken sandwich.
Now
Yeah.
we're gonna get back on the main road,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna tell you why you can't enter this into a
Well,
German.
no one was supposed to know this,
Mm.
but somebody who's going to remain nameless just let the cat out of the bag.
Well, maybe it needed
I
to
would
be
just-
discussed.
I was
Maybe
gonna-
No, it
needed
needs to be. This would be a
I was
huge
gonna,
mistake.
I was going to enter it
Into a German lager competition.
light lager,
It's just light lager competition.
It's just.
German light lager.
No, you can't.
Is it
that's-
specifically German or was it just light lager?
If you're saying
Because
German,
if
I'm
it's
gonna
just
tell
light
you why.
lager, I mean, maybe that's maybe you
Yeah,
could
what-
do that.
I don't know. Now he's reading.
I know. Are you reading?
Yeah,
comments? 'Cause I
it started. People are getting on Josh for not brewing.
Oh, there you go, Matt. Oh.
How many podcasts do you guys do? Oh, none. Oh,
She says it's not a. No, Tammy says it's not a German lager competition, just a lager.
well, let's get this straight.
So
What
there you
is it?
go. So we need clarification.
Yeah.
I thought this was. Oh,
Because that would be.
well, I'm
there you go.
entering it either way.
I think that's a mistake. If it's a German competition, I think that's a mistake, and I'll tell you why. Ready for this?
Uh-huh.
All right. This weekend, while playing cards, I drank your lager after drinking, I don't know, 5, 6, 4 maybe Allstott
Yeah.
German lagers,
Mm-hmm.
actual like just their lager from Allstott,
Yeah.
award-winning gold medal.
Yeah, how did mine size up?
It's a different style, and you could tell it instantly.
Oh.
It did not. Because at first I was like, oh, this is. And the word "off" almost went in. And I was like, "Oh, wait, it's just a completely different style."
Different style.
And I was like, "The corn is so obvious, especially compared to other lagers.
Yeah.
It would seem off, and you would pick up the corn in a heartbeat." It's
Oh, I wish we had
completely
another
different
one we
style.
could compare right
Yeah,
now.
you definitely pick up the corn in this.
Yeah, so you can't
Yeah.
put it in they would be like, "This is not to style." Next, they would
Yeah.
probably chunk it out into the middle
Well,
of the parking lot.
you know what? It's not my first competition I ever entered that it wasn't to style.
How'd that turn out?
Yeah, see, we need to start.
mean-
How did that turn out?
It was, yeah.
How'd you do?
Stop going rogue.
Yeah, see, I was right, Matt. It's a German light lager contest.
Oh.
Okay, so I would not enter a Mexican lager, light or otherwise.
Well, I'm going to rebrand it.
Is you gonna put corn in it?
What?
You still gonna put corn in this beer?
No,
that you enter?
this is the beer I'm entering.
It's not. You're not to style. They're gonna, and it doesn't matter if
It's
it's.
close.
No, it's not close. It's not even close to
It's
close.
not like I'm entering a
is a
stout.
It's a
German light
continent
lager.
away. You have another ingredient in there that would never be allowed in Germany at all.
Thanks, Jeffrey.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah,
Jeffrey just said just enter it. The judges won't know.
Well, that may be true. That may be true.
Yeah.
Who's judging? Is Matt judging? Hey, Matt. Never mind.
I know it's
Matt-
kind of like a
Matt-
free for all. Whoever volunteers to judge.
Oh, it's just volunteers.
Yeah.
Matt, congratulations on the
Yes.
on the nuptials.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like y'all had a blast there in Hot Springs. Did you go to Bathhouse Brewery? Let
Did
me
you bring back any Arkansas beers?
Yeah, they have some. You can get some there in
No.
Hot Springs.
No, I'm asking Matt if he brought back some Arkansas beers.
Oh, I'd like to know what he tried. What did I have when I was there? Oh, I thought I brought some back. Did I bring back the Core? No, the Ozark. Who was it that made the seltzer?
You brought back hard seltzer.
Yeah, was that Core or was that Ozark?
We had that.
I think it was Core.
I gave that away.
Yeah, that's the one that Perry drank the other day, right?
Name
That one?
dropping.
Producer Perry.
Producer
You
Perry.
can't
Did he,
be
what was
dropping
his
name
What is his
dropping.
opinion of it?
Oh, I can't. It was it was the seltzer. It was funny because he said it was good. It was light, but he doesn't
The
think
one
he
that
could
was
drink
supposed
very
to have
much.
vodka in it, but it actually
It-
doesn't.
and it was the watermelon one. So it tasted
It was
like
watermelon.
We had it on the
Yeah.
show. It's the one we had on the show.
I didn't think it was watermelon.
I don't know. It was because it was definitely
I don't
watermelon.
think it was watermelon.
It tasted like watermelon,
Maybe cherry.
Maybe after you leave it sitting
No.
in your
but it tasted just like
Refrigerator.
seltzer, like straight out, like if you from the tap type, at a restaurant, and they just put seltzer in, and then just a little dash of flavoring. So it was kind of dry in a way.
well, it has almost like a
Yeah.
diet soda type
Yeah.
aftertaste.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, most
Yeah.
what?
He's on my side. He said true German lagers only use the finest corn and flour for clarity.
Oh,
He said I'm doing a great job.
Oh, and Matt did not like Bathhouse.
you didn't like the beers there,
I don't know. He just
or you
said,
just didn't like the place in general?
I don't
I will say those old bathhouses, they're creepy. They've been around
Yeah,
since like the
they're
early 1900s.
Yeah.
There's ghosts.
So it's a straight up bathhouse that they turned into a brewery?
Yeah, it's the
Yeah, that
only
is kinda
historical like museum brewery in the world, or in America or somewhere.
Oh, wow.
Maybe just in that town. I don't know. It's a thing. It's like the only one of its kind somewhere in a certain setting.
It's like one of those guys.
Like this show,
And
it's
then,
the
like-
only live midday Central Time Zone in Texas live show
Yeah, exactly.
that talks about beer.
It's number one in its category, though.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
we're number one in
yeah.
our category
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. That number one in the style.
Mm-hmm.
The style.
Yes.
Yeah.
Number one
Absolutely.
in the style.
Yeah. How many entries? Don't look
Yeah.
at that.
No, shh.
It's fine.
It's not necessary.
We're
Just
true
focus
to,
on number one.
We're
Yes.
true,
Don't
true,
focus
true
on
to
others.
style here.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about being true to style with your beer.
Yeah.
Can I give you my 2 cents other than not,
Yes,
not
absolutely.
being a German lager?
Yeah.
It's
so
a-
let's not focus on the whole German Mexican thing right now.
I'm saying it's just a different style.
Yeah.
So you can't.
Let's just focus on the flavor,
It has good
the mouthfeel, that all that
Mexican
good stuff.
lager
Yeah.
flavor.
Well,
I would drink this with tacos or whatever any day. It would be perfect.
Yeah.
But it is a Mexican lager.
Yes. Well, let's not focus. Okay, as far as Mexican lagers go.
It was good.
just as a lager.
Right.
But then that's what he's saying. It's different than the German
Yeah, it's a
lagers.
different style.
I wish we had one to compare so we could do a blind taste test.
Yeah, no, I mean you would notice it right away, especially
Yeah.
with that all stuff.
I'm curious.
All the beers had
Yeah.
the same off flavor. You know what it could have been,
Interesting.
Matt? They used the actual spring water, the hot springs water.
Yes, they
Oh,
use
the ones the bath water.
Yeah, they use the
It
used.
comes right out of the ground.
Yeah, they use the used
110.
bath water.
Yeah.
So
use
it's
bath
gonna
water.
depending on who was bathing that
gonna be a
day,
little
it's,
funk.
it's gonna
Yeah.
it's gonna be a little off.
This is
Yeah.
the beer is good. Yes, Matt, the beer is good.
Ah, yes.
I would drink this is my second one. Had it been bad, I would have, put it under the table and pulled out another beer.
Yeah.
Oh, Matt,
Lie.
you missed the last meeting. I brought this beer to the meeting,
Oh yeah.
so apparently I'm bringing it to the next meeting.
Well, they
For
are
the
very
contest.
high in minerals. It's high in
That
minerals.
could be it. You're right. The water changes a lot of taste.
Yeah, it's
so.
terroir. It's all because look, that's the whole thing with hot springs. People would
Yeah.
go there to bathe in the. And you can actually they have fountains
Interesting.
coming out of the ground, like at the end of so there's a main road going through downtown Hot Springs from the hotel all the way down to the other end of town, and you just turn this knob, and it's hot water coming out. And it's crazy, and they have a spring that travels
How about some
underneath
more beer?
the bathhouses and stuff.
That's cool though.
So that's going to be an element.
What's the temperature? Like 78 or something like that?
No, it's hot.
Oh, it's
like
hot.
100 degrees, 110.
Holy.
Yeah, it's hot. Like if to drink, like I drank a little
Hence
straight
the
from it.
name Hot
Well,
Springs.
I just didn't know like boiling hot. Well, I guess that's not boiling, but
It's-
that's like hot.
I don't know that it might even be higher than that. I don't know that like people wade into it, but it would be
Damn.
it's hotter than you would want to comfortably sit in a hot tub for more than 10 minutes.
Oh,
or
wow.
something. Yeah,
Wow.
you would overheat pretty quick.
Let me ask you a question. No, never mind.
Okay, no, go ahead.
So, what if I were to like put some strudel in this Mexican lager and then enter it as a German lager?
Strudel?
Yeah, some strudel.
No.
No.
Keep your strudel out of the beer. we've been there, done that, and although we survived, it's not a thing we want to revisit.
I don't know if that was his strudel, but
He dunked his strudel
What
right
about
in the beer.
kielbasa?
I wouldn't do that either. Although it'd be more like a smoked.
Yeah, or
147 degrees. That's
oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh
Thank you, buddy.
wow, that is
Yeah.
hot.
Yeah, it's been like more than 2 days since I've been there, so I couldn't remember. What is this? Oh, we ordered something off of Amazon Prime and got it. If you too want to order something off of Amazon Prime, you can go to liquidlunchshow.com/Amazon use that link and as you do your Christmas shopping or your Amazon. We did Amazon Fresh.
Oh yeah,
They
I've
deliver
done
to the
that.
house in like 2 hours. All our groceries, they
Yeah.
just bring it right to the door. Everything you need,
Everything you need.
and including a lot of craft beers.
And it's
St.
usually
Arnold.
under 2 hours if you really time it.
Yeah.
They say 2-hour window, but every time I've done it, it's been like just over an hour.
Yes, and
It's
you don't
amazing.
necessarily have to deal with people. They'll just drop it at your door.
Yeah,
but you can greet them.
Yep. And they'll drop it, and you can even have it where they'll send you a text and say it's there, or they'll just ring the doorbell and go.
Or if you have one of the Amazon owned, what do they own? Which
oh
doorbell
yeah,
camera do they?
the garage one.
Do they own Ring?
No,
No.
it's,
Which one do they own? The
Central Market.
No, the
Nest?
no,
Not Nest.
not-
That's Google.
Which one is it?
Ring.
No, it's not Ring.
I think it's Ring.
Wait, is it Ring?
I think it's Ring.
Maybe
I
it
think they
is.
bought Ring.
But I know there's one that they have with the garage door.
Yes.
So that you can do that, and it opens the garage door. They put it in, and then they close it.
Yes.
And that's pretty awesome.
Yes, and
It's
the
brilliant.
insulated bags for your
Yep.
cold stuff, frozen stuff, beer.
It's all
things like that.
packaged nicely. It's not all shoved. Yeah, it's in paper bags, which I
Yeah.
love.
Yes.
And then the insulated bags.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's awesome.
It
It's
is
great.
awesome. You should do, like, if you're in a pinch, you got guests at the house and you need to order some stuff. You're like, oh crap, I didn't get my nutmeg or whatever.
Yeah.
Right?
No,
Yeah,
I always did it when I was sick.
Yeah.
Because when I was sick and I didn't have anybody to go to the store, and I didn't want to go to the store because I
Yep.
lived alone, you just call.
So if you're sick,
Fresh.
like Jules was,
Yeah.
if you have a busy life like I do, that keeps me from home brewing like I would like to, or if you're just super old like Kennedy, they can bring your groceries right to you conveniently. And if you use our link, no more, it doesn't add any cost at all. And just bookmark that
Right.
link, and it gives us a little bit of wind in our sails to keep this show going because obviously we need all the help we can get.
Well,
Anyway, yep. So there you go. liquidlunchshow.com/Amazon.
yeah.
So.
There's someone in this studio who's the wind beneath my wings.
Thanks.
Oh,
I do what I can. I do what I can.
I love you too, babe.
Oh, well, what are we doing here? You know what they? Well, if I got my
We're-
license
You actually
online,
said
real quick.
something sweet and nice. I had to capitalize on that.
Well, okay. If I get my, hold on. Let me jump online. See if I can get
We're gonna
my.
have to cut these cameras.
Let me see if I can get my license real quick. We can knock this out. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Let's
Are we on that YouTube channel?
Speaking of, yeah, Jeffrey just mentioned Ring. Speaking of Ring, let me see if I can get my license real quick online. Hold on. And we'll knock this out on the show. That would be. Can you imagine? We really should promote it. But
Oh my God.
I'd be willing to do it right now, just because it's.
Oh my God, that would be
How
funny.
awesome would that be? Thanks to everybody watching on
that.
Twitch or YouTube
Jody,
or Periscope.
Jody.
Hey, Jody.
Hey, Jody. How's it going? Good. Very good. Chadford Pilbeam watching too. Speaking of Chadford,
Yep. He was telling me that I'm doing good.
you are doing good.
Yeah.
You're doing great.
But you shouldn't enter this beer into to a German lager competition. I'm just saying. It's not the style. It's not a bad beer. It's a good beer. You should order some tacos, drink on. And if they have a Mexican lager competition, enter it.
I think you should go ahead and put it in there and just as a mystery and just see if anybody catches it. See if anybody's
Well,
listened,
now that the cat's
and then-
out of the
Well, that's
bag-
what I'm saying. See if they've listened.
Somebody.
It
Yeah.
Well, I like
or you don't put
kitties.
your name on it,
Well, yeah.
and don't take those Mexican
Preston-
flag.
I
caps on.
guarantee you,
Like, have somebody
I'm gonna
ghost
enter,
it
I'm
in.
going to enter this in the contest, and it won't be my worst placement ever.
Go have somebody ghost it in. Like have
sure?
a ghost
Yes.
placement.
Yeah.
You know.
How many, Jody? Okay, real quick question for Jody. Jody, what number are you on? 50 breweries before 50.
Oh yeah. Gotta be getting close.
Yeah, I think we're in the 20s now. At least halfway there. Yeah, change the cap color. Put it like a German flag cap on it instead of.
Oh, yeah.
Take those Mexican flag caps
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
That's a dead giveaway. So
I'm just going to put German flags all over it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Marcus Garcia
That's
watching.
a great idea.
Marcus Garcia from Bearded Fox.
Hey, Marcus.
Hey, buddy. Miss you. We're going to be trying to schedule interbrews with a lot of people. We've just been behind.
Oh.
This time of year.
I just need to go talk to him.
Is Brian going to be one of the judges?
Oh, you're asking me?
Yeah.
You're looking at
Yeah.
me. Yeah. I don't know. Nobody sends me any information.
Nice, Chad. Oh, Jody's at
23.
23. Yep.
Yeah. Thank you, Chad.
Yep.
Chad, you know what? Here's what Chad.
Yes, I understand sarcasm, Chad. I speak it fluently.
Do you really?
Yeah. Do you?
Do you?
Chad recognizes controversy. Did y'all know that Chad was talked about by like 4s and 5s of people on the Houston beer Reddit?
No.
Yeah, apparently this last episode of What's on Tap on 9:50, they don't call it the 9:50 anymore, 9:50 a.m. Anyway, controversy.
What happened?
Well, he was talking about.
Are you about
releases?
to put Chad on blast right now?
I'm not putting it on blast. I'm saying I don't know. Here's the thing. I don't have enough information for the story. That's why I hesitate a little bit to even talk about it. What I'm saying is people should go join the Houston Beer Reddit. Follow the link. Listen to the What's on Tap podcast episode. I think it's at the hour and 6 minute mark or hour and 8 minute mark is where the real deep dive goes. Chad starts to talk about fruit smoothie beers and can releases and things like that and issues surrounding there. I just don't have enough information for any of that.
So why'd you bring it up?
Because I saw Chad.
Oh.
And this is an hour-long show. What else are we talking about?
So Jody says she's at 23, but heading to Austin in California. So Jody, what breweries in California are you gonna hit? Or what are some good ones?
Well, she could go to, depending on where she's at. California's a big state, right?
Yeah, I wonder where.
But the list from, what was the website we talked about? Okay, real quick, I'll wrap it. I'll put a bow on this whole Chadford What's on Tap's talk. So anyway, Chad had an opinion, and I don't have enough information to speak forthwith about the topic. Go listen to their podcast, 68-minute mark or the hour and 8-minute mark.
Are we?
Go to Reddit, and everybody join the Houston Beer Reddit subreddit, or however you do that. Anyway, and then be a part of that. That's like the deep dive conversation.
Yeah, we'll have to, Northern. Jody says she's going to Northern California.
Okay, so Russian River, maybe? I don't know. Where's Firestone Walker? Is that north or
All
south?
right. Chad's saying it's at the 68th minute.
That's an hour and 8 minutes, like I said.
But listen to the whole show. Don't cherry pick.
Good point. Good.
Okay.
Yes, no, because that's how things always get
It's
or whatever. When they take it out of context and they, you have to listen to everything to get points.
I don't know that you do. Not on
think?
this one. Well,
Oh,
they
not
just
on
jump
this
out. They
one.
talk about
Okay.
so many topics.
Oh.
I'm saying,
Oh, okay, gotcha. That's fair.
yes, listen to the whole show, but if you're just trying to get into the to the nitty gritty of what we're talking about here,
Oh, gotcha.
people have schedules. People have to go on Amazon and buy stuff using our link, or they have to travel over to the grain cellar and buy some homebrew ingredients for a German light lager competition.
That's right.
And none of those should be
For
corn.
Mexican/German.
Yeah, and they have to go in and say, "Hey, Preston, Liquid Lunch sent me," and get their free hug, either waist up or waist down.
Well, I wanted to brew a light German style lager.
Yeah.
But my Mexican lager took me over 3 months.
Yeah.
And I didn't feel like I had the time. I didn't have the
Now
time.
that y'all have your,
And I know there's ways to brew a lager faster.
It's the fermentation chamber.
Yeah, but there's ways to do it faster. But I'm happy the way mine turned out.
I think it's one of those things. If you're going to brew a good lager, you just have to do the time. Yeah, it's just
Exactly.
like good things.
Come to this. Wait.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right. As long as it's worth waiting on.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Agreed.
So y'all have a place now that has its own. Are you gonna have like a brewing room?
Yeah.
I have a dedicated brewing
Yes.
room.
Okay. You have a fermentation chamber in there.
I do, yes.
Just one. Do you have
For
room
now.
Do you have
For
room
now.
for a
That's the
second?
one we have.
For now,
We do.
we have room for a second. Sure.
You could do a lagering chamber.
That's where we're conflicted because
ale.
we need a secondary. I want a keezer. So
Yes.
we need a keezer, but then we were also thinking we need a secondary fermentation chamber,
So-
or second fermentation chamber
Okay.
too.
Yeah.
So, but then that's a lot of things.
Maybe I have ideas though. How big is your room?
So basically, what it is when we have a nice big apartment, and
Yes.
it goes to the galley kitchen. It's where it's like a
Okay. Yes. Long.
right,
narrow.
and then at the end there's a breakfast nook.
Yeah.
We took that whole breakfast nook and we made that the brew room. So it's pretty 7 by 7.
Is it walled off or is it open?
It's walled off. Well, it goes from the kitchen straight into the room, so it's 3 walls.
Okay.
You got the window at the back, and then 2 walls on the side, and then you go to the kitchen.
So,
Okay.
So you have to-
other than
yeah.
a fermentation chamber, and Jeffrey just touched on this. Thank you, Jeffrey.
What's that?
If anybody wants to buy me a Christmas present, I will take a spike conical fermenter.
Sure.
So I do not need the fermentation.
Oh, right.
So if anybody wants to spend how much on you?
They're about 500, 550, something like that.
Which size do you want?
The 7 gallon.
Okay.
No.
Who's gonna? Okay.
Yeah.
Go for it.
So
My idea was
if
this.
anybody wants to get on my good side, you can get me one of those spiked conicals,
All right.
or Jeffrey, you can just give me yours. That's cool. Yeah, I think you need a new one, Jeffrey, so you can give me your old one.
There you go.
Here's a thing. Here's a thought.
Yeah.
Okay, so
That is a good one. Yeah.
here's a thought, though.
Okay. Yes.
You could spend $500 on a single conical fermenter, which would be baller.
Which, yeah, I mean, you could control the temperature in those things.
And if situations were any different right now, that would be no problem.
Or you can find a couple of smaller refrigerators, the dorm style refrigerators, as long as they're tall enough to handle a carboy with the blow off or the deal on top, and you can stack those, and then you could even
See, that's what
in
I
the
would,
same
yeah.
footprint. And so then you have one for lagering and one for making nails. You could even do 4.
That's what
and
we
they
looked
only
at.
in the footprint of 2.
I saw that on Pinterest.
Yes.
We looked at that, and they were actually clear ones too, so you could kind of see
The
through.
glass door?
Right.
Yeah. Those are going to cost you more.
Yeah.
But all you need then, you can probably find those. Look at Facebook Market in your area and things like that.
That's true. We could see what that.
And then you just get the thermostat.
and
overrides.
Mike was going to help us
But-
build it and put it.
Yeah,
together.
and
So
if
you're
you're
going to take your shirt
gonna
off when he does that?
Of course.
and if someone's gonna buy me one of these spiked conical fermenters, make sure that you're getting it from the grain cellar.
Oh yeah.
Does he have Spike Brewing?
He can order
You
them.
can order
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
from the grain
I
cellar.
don't think anybody's going to buy you.
Oh,
$500.
you underestimate people. You underestimate the generosity of people.
Oh,
I
okay.
totally would.
You
I would in a
you
second.
underestimate
But-
underestimate the
know.
generosity of our fans.
Oh, okay. There you go. I guess maybe I do. And, forgive me for doing that. If that happens,
Yeah.
okay, if that happens, what do I need to do to make up for my underestimation?
You need very simple. You need to brew beer.
Oh.
Well, I would do that anyway. What's something like,
Would you?
yeah. Yeah. But no, what's something that, if somebody actually bought you a $500 conical
Yeah.
fermenter, what would be like to show like, oh, you were so wrong?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. I think brewing a beer would be pretty perfect.
Well, I would do that no matter what.
Yeah. Feels like it. He's all right. So I understand a lot of people probably want to buy one
I don't
for
think
themselves
anybody would.
first.
buy one. We don't.
I'm not getting
I don't think Jeff Bezos or anybody like that is watching the show currently. I mean, I think he's a fan, but
Yeah.
I think he's busy during the day.
Yeah. Oh man, Jeff
There we go.
Bezos could buy one for all the home brewers who watch the show.
I wonder if Jeff Bezos drinks beer. He looks like he just takes like stem cells and protein shakes. So, and then locks himself in an oxygen chamber to sleep or something. It's like, I gotta make more money, dude. Anyway,
All right.
Oh, and Misty's not watching so
All
far
right.
this week. I have to find out where she is. We took her to
What?
a Rogue Brewers meeting.
and
last.
she survived.
Yeah, she did. And she walked in and she saw Preston and she asked for a hug.
And which hug did she go for?
Yeah,
I
did she
think-
go waist up, waist
I
down?
think
I
she
didn't
went
see
Full
it.
waist
frontal?
down,
Did she
right?
go full
Full
frontal?
frontal. Full
Full
frontal.
frontal.
Uh-huh.
Both arms.
Yes, it was.
Like-
Yep. And then when, because Preston just being the nice guy, he said, "Oh hi," and then and I said it was Misty, and he's like, "Oh, I know Misty
Yeah.
from calling in." So yes, it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right.
What? Are we going to the next beer?
We are.
Oh. Okay. All this jibber jabbering over here.
I know. Ooh.
Speaking of jibber jabber, how about
Hey, what was the
Time for
AB
Jabberwocky.
Huh?
What's the ABV on your Mexican lager? You know?
Yeah, it's
5?
like right at 5.
That's good.
Yeah.
I know. This, of course, 2019, we're almost to the end of 2019, the year of the Mexican lager. This just, again, proves what I said at the very beginning of the year. If you go back to our shows in January, you'll hear me say it, right? Probably our first show.
Yeah.
I said the
Oh
year
yeah,
of the Mexican
yeah,
lager.
I remember that.
It is. So a lot of people brewed Mexican lagers. Although I don't know that they got the notoriety as, say, like, smoothie beers or hazy IPAs or that sort of thing. I think more breweries, craft breweries made them.
Hey,
Well, I think-
Tom just joined. What's up, Tom?
Hey Tom.
What's up, Tom?
Oh, speaking of Tom, he lives in Beaumont, Texas.
Oh, they got a...
And guess what's going? Misty just joined. You said she wasn't
Oh
going
my
to
God,
join.
that's so funny, Misty. I just said you weren't here yet. Hey, Misty.
So-
oh, that's funny.
Like I predicted, the craft beer scene there is starting to blow up. They
Yeah.
now have
Oh,
two.
yeah.
They now have 3 breweries in that area,
Wow.
and they're building a 4th.
Awesome. What's the population of the Golden Triangle? It's over 500,000?
I would say it's pretty
Total?
close. Yeah.
There you go. They need good beer out there.
Yeah.
You know, everybody needs good beer, but they need it out there because they don't have it until they got it, and now they have it. So good.
Yeah, I think once people there start getting a taste for that good beer.
Yeah.
Oh, and Jody says, hopefully the Russian River,
Mm-hmm.
one of her favorites, and what is that? Laguntas? How do you say that one?
Lagunitas.
Lagunitas? Yeah, I can't say anything fancy like that.
Yeah.
And then there's a new one in San Jose area, in Santa Cruz. So that's cool.
We'll send lots of pictures.
So, and bring some back.
Yeah.
Yes, Jody, bring some back. If you remember, Jody.
Pictures are, worth 1,000 words, but you can't taste them.
But a bottle of beer is worth 1 billion yums.
Taste buds.
Yeah.
So Jody got one of my famous Mexican lagers,
Oh, yeah. I wonder if she tried it.
and so I feel like,
Wow, this is.
oh, the new brewery is actually in Nederland, which is still in the Golden Triangle area.
Yeah.
It opens this month.
Oh, awesome. Oh, real quick before we jump into some Jabberwocky. What was the word? Whatever.
Jive talk,
Something.
the Jabberwocky jive.
Yeah. Anniversaries this weekend. A lot of anniversaries coming up in the November, in the month of November. But this weekend, Southern Yankee is turning 1.
Yay! Happy birthday!
So I hope somebody there goes face first into a cake like a 1-year-old would do. And if they don't, I'm disappointed.
So
Yeah, I can see Ben.
Sydney
Been doing that.
has helped me out so much in my home brewing.
Yes.
She's
Yeah.
given me a lot of good advice.
Yeah, she's pretty awesome.
She's helped me out a lot.
She's
So
the bomb.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah.
And just good folks
Yeah.
and good beer and good times.
And they got the new patio.
Yes.
And they got the food truck stationed in the back. I mean, they are like set up to go.
Yeah, year 2 is
Yeah.
going to be fun.
Yeah.
So they've got their big anniversary this Saturday. I believe it starts at noon. I believe noon to.
I think so, yeah.
I don't have my notes in front of me. Whenever
Till close.
till close. Yeah, until everybody drops.
Yeah. I think they close at 10, right?
Yeah.
They're
Ooh,
kind of
hey,
on-
Jeremiah Ivy, how you doing, brother?
yeah.
What, did somebody say something about Lone Pine?
Yeah, Jeremiah from Fullbrook, giving a shout out to
Yay!
our
Make a
friends.
good double IPA.
Yeah.
Jeremiah, I've been meaning to call you. I've been meaning to message you. We need to. We're long overdue for an interbrews. That's the thing.
They also make a really good Imperial IPA,
Yeah.
which is
Everything they make is
which
really
is about to go down
I
my
think that's.
gullet
yeah.
as we speak.
Oh,
Yes.
man.
So what was I saying? Oh yeah. Oh, and who else? There's Great Heights, year 2, their second anniversary.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
Is it, wait, Grey Heights?
yeah,
Is there second?
yeah.
So we went there right after they opened?
You mean on that infamous first date?
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
second
Which
anniversary.
is almost like, it's just about a week late.
Well,
but yeah.
maybe it's okay.
Wait,
So it's second
Yeah.
anniversary, which
I don't-
may mean year 3, because you had
Okay,
your first
yes,
anniversary.
year three,
So
and
I
then
don't.
Second anniversary.
Yeah,
you
because
have 1 year.
our 2-year anniversary was
Yeah.
November
Of dating.
Of our first date. Of
Well,
our
your first date
was,
So that's a
anniversary.
calendar.
was November 3rd.
What is
And,
y'all's?
and if you don't know, if
Yeah.
you look at the calendar up there,
Yeah.
Do you want?
here, hold that up there, and look at that star.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
Jeremiah, what?
So-
What?
so-
y'all- hold
so
on.
right-
Hold on.
right
Time out,
there.
Kennedy. Time out.
Yeah.
It's a calendar. Everybody's. Okay. Jeremiah, what? You got any events coming up out at Fullbrook?
Oops.
Let us know. Hit it up. Put it in the chat. So we know.
But
Down
yeah,
in Richmond.
different ones.
Richmond's a fun spot. That's you know what? We got these little pockets all around the
Yeah.
Houston area. That's Richmond's one you need to go down there.
Yeah, I need to check out Richmond. I don't think I've been there.
Oh,
But
yeah.
but Grey Heights, I didn't realize that was that new. It seems like a brewery that's been there forever.
Yeah, they're just
Because
been-
it's just that,
Yeah,
you know,
in the
like,
game.
Yeah, yeah.
Sure, it's
Now
not their third.
Yeah.
it's their second anniversary, so that's I guess that marks year 3 because you get married, right?
And then you have your first-
Theoretically, everybody,
I don't know.
and
Theoretically.
theoretically, everybody at the table.
I don't know.
If one were to get married, if a couple, let's say a couple got married, then a year from there is your first anniversary,
I,
Right.
and that marks a year,
That's 1
I'm with
year.
you so far.
and then
second-
you get to your second anniversary.
That's
So
2
maybe that's 2
years.
years. So maybe that's just 2 years. It says second anniversary,
It is.
Right.
Interesting.
yeah,
Yeah.
but it's 2 full years.
There's so many breweries that are celebrating like early birthdays,
Whoa.
and they just seem so established, because they've got such great beers, they've got such great
Hold on.
community, they've got like Baleson. Baleson's only 2, I think, as well, just over 2.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's such a established. I don't know. It's just awesome.
Are you guys seeing this?
What?
Something just completely blew my mind.
What?
Apparently at Fullbrook, they have an unlimited taco day.
When is Unlimited Taco Day?
Oh,
when do I need to
wow.
cancel all my plans?
Now maybe
Everything's being canceled.
What?
He's just dropping that little nugget and then he's out. No. When's the next time?
No, you can't just say unlimited tacos and then leave.
This is the biggest news we've ever reported on.
No. This is literally the most important thing we've talked about today.
Kennedy, don't need to.
Are we still online?
I'm too
What was
excited
that?
about tacos. Now
screen-
Misty thinks
his
I
mouth
have
was
something
agape
I'm
and
not
so was
telling her,
his-
too.
All right, hold on.
Your screen is top heavy. You got that enhanced screen.
Seriously.
I've got that Dolly Parton screen.
I know.
Drop
Hold on.
tacos and then leave.
Let's. You know what? Let's go. Everybody, go to Fullbrook's Facebook page.
Yeah,
Hold on. Here we go.
yeah. Unlimited. You can't say unlimited tacos. Drop the
Fullbrook
mic
works.
and you're out.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, that's how Jeremiah does it.
Yeah.
He can't be hemmed in.
Well, sometime in the near future is unlimited tacos.
Yeah. Yesterday.
Wait, they have it. Hold on. Podcast.
Or
recording.
tomorrow, maybe.
Are they doing a podcast too? I've been telling everybody to do a podcast. I'm like, yeah, they probably, can they get time to do that? Now it's like, oh, man, everybody's doing a podcast. Oh no, What's Up in the Cup? That's another local podcast. Check them out. What's Up in the Cup?
What's up in the cup?
Yep.
Jabberwocky.
Yeah.
So what's up in this cup?
Murder mystery. Okay, we got to see all. Unlimited Taco Day. Hold on.
I didn't break my.
They had one on November 10th.
Uh-huh.
When did they have one before then? They just did one on November 10th. Oh, we missed it. What is today? Oh, I feel like I've never been. I didn't feel this much loss when the Astros lost Game 7.
I feel like I haven't lived yet. I haven't got to experience unlimited tacos.
I don't even know if there is a limit.
Whoa.
What is my limit? I've
I
never
wonder.
reached it. Probably like 18.
No.
I
You
don't
think? No. I want
20?
to say.
I
I want
had-
to say it'd be like 12, and I'd get like 3 in, and I'd be like, oh.
I don't know about tacos, but one time a buddy of mine had like basically all you can eat tamales,
Yeah.
Ooh.
and he had 25 tamales
It's a lot of
in
tamales.
one sitting.
Well, they're so small. That's what she-
That's what she
We're talking about tamales,
I
right?
don't know.
We're still talking about those things, right?
I've been watching a lot of The Office as well. It is what she said. It is what she said.
That is
That's
what she said. Yeah.
What kind of tamales were they, though? Pork? Chicken?
There was pork, there was bean, there was
See, the bean ones,
mystery meat.
Oh God.
possum tamales?
This was actually in Mexico. So.
Oh.
It was a mystery. Who
Yeah.
knows? It could have been. Who knows what it could have been? Could have been like
25 tamales though. That's pretty.
Could have been like
impressive.
drug cartel mystery meat tamales.
You mean getting rid of bodies?
Yes.
Tamales?
Yeah. Exactly.
Meaning-
Like
Whatever. They were good.
All right. Well,
Soylent Green.
there you go. Fullbrook Ale Works in Richmond. Everybody,
Yeah.
go follow them.
Is
right
that
now.
on the way home?
Yeah.
Richmond.
No, Richmond.
No,
is,
and it's not
it could be.
unlimited.
Depends on which way. If you circumnavigate.
Yeah.
all of Houston.
I don't think it's unlimited tamales
Well,
right
it's a
now.
loop, right? So it's all on the way home. Just
Yeah, it's a big loop.
Yeah.
Yeah. 99 doesn't connect,
We're-
but it could be.
We'd have to go home first.
Ah.
I got to clear out some space.
Oh, you gotta go. You gotta go potty.
Yeah, you can't go here.
Okay.
There is a Buc-ee's just down the road. though.
Yes, that's right. I did
So
see that.
just
Mhm.
you can go there. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so what do we say? Great Heights, Southern Yankee. No Label has one coming up in a couple weeks. I think the 30th, but that's the weekend of after Thanksgiving. So we won't be doing a show that Thursday. So
yeah.
we've got one more show before Thanksgiving, I think.
Next week,
Goat
yeah.
or, goat or cow
And then not
cheese.
doing Thanksgiving, yeah.
There's nothing better than barbacoa.
Is that what?
If there was unlimited barbacoa tacos, I would literally drop everything.
Yeah. Jose, we are talking about Unlimited Taco Day at Fullbrook. Jose listening in on Mixler, our audio only feed. If you're out driving around and your bandwidth is not what you want it to be, you don't have to go to Roman or to bluechews.com. You can just go to our Mixler feed. And, yeah, There you go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
Yeah, Misty says, but if that tamale has girth, there's no way it's 25.
it's true. That's true.
And that's literally what she said.
It's like one. How? I don't know. You everybody maybe two.
Yeah,
Maybe two. Depends on
yeah.
depends on some things. Who knows? What are we talking about? Kennedy, what are we talking about? What do y'all
It's
think?
the Jabberwocky. It's the Jabberwocky did it. Man, that's
If only
good,
we had
though,
a
isn't it?
representative from Lone Pine.
I know. If
I know.
only.
Talk about
Where
Jabberwocky.
can we find one?
Where? Yeah. Tell us, what do we know about Jabberwocky?
Oh,
and
it's
Lone
their
Pine?
Imperial IPA.
Yeah.
It's an 8.5, I believe, right?
It's a nut up and drink it.
What?
Yes, that's
Can I have the
ABV.
bottle?
I know.
That's ABV. Just
Oh yeah,
just nut up and drink.
it is
Yeah.
pretty damn amazing. That's
love
for
it.
sure.
It's very
Everything Lone
citrusy.
Pint does is just. I mean, it's so funny because it's an Imperial IPA, so it's not like what I normally. Well, Yellow Rose is the IPA that actually I call it the gateway IPA because I didn't like IPAs until I had Yellow Rose, and now I'm drinking this and I love it. Which normally, if I do any kind of IPAs, it's more of a NEPA type, like where it's very citrusful, citrus forward and all that. But man, everything Lone Pint does is just
Well, they loaded this
Oh,
up with Citra
so
hops, which is one of those.
okay.
Citra in the name, right?
Oh, well, yeah, there you go. Yeah.
And then the
Yeah.
cool logo.
Yeah.
They've got out at the brewery. You can get the tackers, the metal signs of their logos.
I'll have to
So
get
if you find a logo that you like, they have them all,
All right.
including the Gentleman's Relish, which is Blake,
Which is Blake. Yep.
and Yellow Rose, and Jabberwocky, and
Tornado Shark has Heather.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
when does
667 is Trevor.
okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can listen to Blake and Trevor on Interbrews.
Yeah.
Three
Oh,
episodes
yeah.
ago, 2 episodes, three and 4.
Yeah.
episodes?
Tammy, I completely agree with you.
What is this?
He's like, stop worrying about ABV. Don't be pansies and
Yeah.
drink. She's censoring herself right
Hey,
now.
I know. Come on, Tammy. Be your real self.
She wouldn't say don't be pansies and drink it.
Well, if it's
That's okay.
oh, sorry, Misty had to go back to work.
Oh,
Bye.
no, Misty.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
but now
thanks
she
for
thinks we're
joining
engaged. So, yeah. Thanks, Josh.
Oh, well, you know what? People don't like to hear me talk about it all the time. It's like lawn talk, It's like they get a little bit and they're like, "Wow, that was so amazing," but don't overdo it.
No
because
one's ever heard your lawn talk and said that's so amazing.
That's not true. Jose has enjoyed my lawn talk.
And no one's enjoyed your lawn
And
talk.
and actually, it's funny about the ABV.
Oh, Jake likes the lawn talk. I talked to Jake yesterday when we were at Thistle. He was like, "Dude,
You
your
mean-
lawn talk is hilarious."
You mean Jake from State Farm?
No.
Jake from Thistle.
Jake from Thistle Coffee Shop / Thistle Draft Shop /
But it's
I
funny
think he
because
was just pandering.
No, he wasn't. They don't pander. They don't pander.
they don't
They
pander.
don't do that.
Lawn talk.
Listen, it's cold out there. Notice my the vine underneath when you go out, the cold really hit it, and so it's looking a little wilty, but that's fine. And our butterfly bush out back.
You got vines
So you're
growing?
saying cold made it like
Yeah, it's
shrink?
like yeah, exactly.
You have vines growing?
Yeah.
And those vines aren't hops?
Yes.
You just lost
Wine?
all lawn respect for me. You had a
Lawn
chance to
respect.
grow vines.
First of all,
and the vine you picked wasn't hops.
I've grown hops before. They don't do well around
That's
here.
what
It's
I
not
was
like
gonna say, Ken.
I'm not Republic hops with a greenhouse and climate controlled
That's
whatever
pretty
and
awesome.
all of that and predator bugs. I don't have any of that.
Oh, remind me I need to invest.
Yes. Oh yeah, I was saying. Here's a funny thought. Here's a funny one. Preston, if you're listening or if you're listening to this later on, I think somebody that knows you is going to call you and talk about an investment that's my fault. I've made a post on LinkedIn with a clip from our episode from the Grain Cellar with Republic Hops and James at Ingenious, and I mentioned about, hey, here's a chance to invest. You want to hop on, and but if you don't, it'll bug you later. It's just a 45-second clip of us talking about hops and predator bugs. And somebody jumped in there and was like, yeah, let Preston know that I'd like to invest. I'll give him a call. I'm like, I didn't know somebody was going to, like, this LinkedIn, these people are serious. I had no idea. I thought it was just like the rest of the internet where it's just all bullshit and
Right.
being silly.
Direct him towards Rick and everything will be cool.
Well, I'm like,
Well,
I'm
there
like,
you go, yeah.
maybe I need it. I need a license for this. I should have had a disclosure. I didn't know. No, this is for entertainment purposes only,
Only.
sir. I'm so sorry. Please don't invest all your earnings. I don't.
Better be a good investment.
Maybe. I don't know. Again, I can't. Oh, this is for entertainment purposes only. Please do not take this as serious. Please contact a investing professional.
Oh, if you ever look
and,
for me,
research all possible.
if you're ever looking at me for financial advice, you've got other problems.
I mean, I've got some general tips, but I'm not going to tell you to go invest in a single company because I don't know. I don't even know if you can do that.
Well, I know.
Can you do that? I don't know what's going on.
The trick is you need to diversify your portfolio.
You absolutely do need to diversify.
Yeah.
Balanced portfolio is good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then have some money on the side to go in for those single investments. Maybe this gentleman does. Maybe he's a savvy, investor. He has a nice, big, balanced portfolio of international and
he's just
slow growth and
looking-
fast growth.
He's
and,
just trolling all those indie sites.
yeah, he's
and-
got some bonds and
Yeah.
some gold and maybe even some Bitcoin. And maybe
Yeah.
he's like, you know what, I'm looking for another
Just a
little.
little
I've
bit of
got a
everything.
few $1,000s over here sitting, ready to invest in this
Spreading
single
it all
company.
over. Mm-hmm.
And then, hops sound good.
Yeah. And
Predator bugs. Because that was the thing. I was like, you should invest in predator bugs.
Yeah.
But go all in on predator bugs. They're the future. Then we got a cold snap and they all died.
Yeah, drop below 70.
Yep.
Well, there you
But
go.
I think
global
overall,
warming.
your best investment ever is going to be buying me a Spike Conical brewer for Christmas.
That's not an
That's a
investment.
solid investment.
That's pretty solid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's not really an investment.
it is. It
Oh,
absolutely.
Jeffrey says he'll take some investors. He has some ideas.
Yeah. Don't we all? We can take we're not going to open that beer, are we? It's only 1 o'clock.
Oh man, that was the one we were.
We can do it.
That was the special one.
We can do it next week. Next week. That'll be
I
a
won't-
great. You know what?
I
We
won't
need
be
to
here
do
next
thanks. Why not?
I have a. Oh no, I will be here next week.
You
yeah.
coming next week?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I will.
All right.
I will.
Let's do this.
Okay.
Let's do Thanksgiving
Okay.
pairing beers.
Okay.
And I know exactly. Speaking of a great style, Beer to Guard, going on this weekend at the Texas Renaissance Festival. Kennedy, Texas Renaissance Festival.
Oh.
Texas, do you still have that graphic? Texas Renaissance.
That was a big nudge.
Texas Renaissance Festival.
I got it.
See if you can- I got it. All right. If
I got it.
all right, there you go. The Texas Renaissance Festival this weekend, of course, going on until December 1st with our good buddy Alan Ward at Brigadoon Brewery and Brew School. This weekend, Dave Hougeron from Southern Star, who they just started a podcast. So everybody go subscribe to that one and listen to the shenanigans going on at Southern Star Brewing Company. This weekend, they are brewing their classic Le Mort Vivant. And Alan is brewing his version of Le Mort, and it's got a little bit different name, and it escapes me this moment. Jose says a wedding ring is a good investment. Agreed. And that's anyway. This
Jose.
weekend, here on Mixler,
He's listening to audio feed.
this weekend they are doing a Le Mort.
He's not helping
off.
me out any.
They're both versions of Le Mort Vivant or Le Mort. Alan's is named a
cool.
little something different. So that is going on at the Renaissance
Can you
Festival
only
this
get it
weekend.
at the Renaissance Festival?
Both of them, yes. I'm not sure what Southern Star's release is for this, because it was a year-round or a seasonal for a little bit, and then people just don't understand how good Beer to Guard is as a style. It's one.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I don't think my liver can take another trip to the Renaissance Festival.
You got to pace yourself. But yes, you too can go to the Renfest. You can hang out at Brigadoon Brewery and Brew School. You can try both versions of Le Mort. You can say this one is my favorite and this is my second favorite, and then all the other beers they have on tap from local brewers and all that kind of stuff, and the stuff brewed by Brigadoon Brewery and Brew School, as including Black Plague Ale, which I know they've got a little more ready for you
There
to
you go.
try to survive the Black Plague.
It's just tilt up a little bit. There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, my first time to try Black Plague Ale was when we were there.
Yeah,
And OMG.
yeah, good stuff.
That's how the youngins talk now.
Yeah, it is.
Beyond.
That was fantastic.
Yep, and then when you're done with the Le Mort off, you can take a tour of Scotland with Bruce Leslie over at the Scotch Tasting
Oh, yeah.
Tour.
That
and
was
tons of information and fun times and good Scotch.
You know,
Great
I really
Scotch.
like.
and get a kilt.
That was and
about-
get a kill.
And the weather's going to be so
Producer
great.
Perry got a kill.
Yeah.
Now, with Alan and Bruce, never once, even in like one-on-one conversations with these dudes, never once broke character.
That's not a character. That's who they are. When you walk into the Renfest, you become.
Yes, you become.
Yeah.
Never broke character.
They became. They are.
They kept up with those Scottish accents.
Hey, they are who they are. And there you go. All right. Well, it's 4 after. And lunch break can't go on all day or we won't get paid.
Well, it does. We don't have to work today.
Well,
right.
some of us do.
Oh, by the way,
Huh?
Philip,
Yeah.
you will absolutely get 1 free growler every month if you get me that Spike Conical.
Yep, that sounds like a deal.
That sounds like
that is absolutely a deal.
You know what? 2.
2 crowlers.
Up the
Hey,
ante.
growlers?
Just give it 2.
Hey,
Yeah.
you've
yeah.
already, you need to
I'm
stop.
just sweetening the
Julie,
deal,
you need to
man. I
stop.
want this to happen. So,
Yeah.
sweetening the
You-
deal.
You gave me a bunch
You said
of
7 by 7 space?
Yeah, I think it's about a 7.
How
Right?
tall is the
Kennedy?
ceiling?
What's it, Kennedy? If you it's about 7 by
10
7.
feet-ish?
About 10.
10 feet, 10 foot ceilings?
He could touch it. So,
Oh, so like 9.
yeah.
Because there's no way you're jumping.
Yeah,
the
but-
ceiling's like in
This, like 9 feet.
here.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's in here.
All right. Cool.
Yeah, it's just a little smaller than our studio.
But not as.
We'll be pictures
Audio.
next. We'll be bring pictures next time.
Okay. Okay. Do that. I got some ideas.
Okay,
On how to
perfect.
decorate your place.
Yeah, perfect. The brew room.
Yes.
Yeah, I got the rest under control.
Yeah. So anyway, what we got? Like, this is such a long show. It's a long song. We got 2:15
Well, maybe next time start a little earlier.
maybe. Anyway, delicious beers that we had today. We're gonna save Klaus for maybe next week. We're gonna do some. We got to do Thanksgiving
I'll have to
pairings.
bring one too. I'll have to bring something.
I think, but what I was going to say with all that Beer to Guard talk, all that Lamort talk, I think Beer to Guard is the best Thanksgiving meal.
Yeah?
Beer, like because. Well, we'll get into it more next week. But people try to do like individual dishes, and you never just drink one beer with an individual dish at Thanksgiving. You put all that stuff on your plate.
Yeah, yeah,
And then you
exactly.
eat way too much, and then you fall asleep, and then you do it again.
You got the turkey, then the mashed potatoes, and the
Dressing and the cranberries and the sweet potato and everything there.
It's all different.
And then your robust porter and your
Yeah.
and your pecan pie.
And your pecan pie.
Yes,
And
tough.
yeah.
Now with dessert, you can go with a secondary beer, but as far as like a
Little something
full on,
sweeter, yeah.
So there's a strategy there.
All right, so
There's,
we'll
we'll
talk-
talk all about
yeah.
that. We'll talk turkey next week
Yeah,
and that sort of thing. And what else? More events. I know that No Labels got their anniversary coming up on the 30th. Maybe we'll talk a little more about that next week, and we'll see what happened at the Southern Yankee and Great Heights anniversary parties and all the different events going on out there this weekend. So, guys, if you're out there, buy somebody a beer, have good times, go to a local brewery, and celebrate this this great beer life we got going on. Kennedy, any last words?
Yeah. If anybody wants to hang out with one Jules and Kennedy
Mm-hmm.
tonight, just hit me up.
Oh yeah, hey, we're going out.
Oh,
We're,
okay. We'll bundle up, right?
we're
So-
outside the city, so come on, let's have some
Inside
fun.
the city.
We
Where-
should go to Lone Pine. I'm going to Lone Pine on Saturday, so if anybody wants to come to Lone Pine, I'm going with Vicky and Danielle.
What's the weather
so.
supposed to be like? A little warmer.
Yeah, the weekend's supposed to be beautiful, sunny, and high of like
Just-
65.
Perfect.
So yeah, so
Well,
I'll be
that's
out at Lone
perfect.
Pine on
Just
Saturday.
make sure you're bringing me back some of that barley wine.
I will. I'll bring you whatever they got.
They got-
oh,
yeah.
that's right. They do to goes now.
Yeah, Undead Head Ed, maybe.
Yeah, and they have that one that I can never pronounce. That's really good.
That's the barley wine.
Oh, is it?
No,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
talking
the
maybe-
honey wine.
The
But
Poaching
not-
Aquar Hip.
Oh,
Yes.
5 seconds to go.
yes.
Thanks, everybody. See you next week on Liquid Lunch.
Bye.
Production.